I'll speak closer to the mic. Everybody, if you guys can come join us.
Can you go to the perimeter?
We are starting the Sales Agency Growth Summit. Everybody, thank you first for coming in today. Those of you that have traveled here and had to convince your spouses and partners that you'd be safe, I thank you guys for coming, and everybody here locally, thank you for coming. Slight change of plans. Tony was going to do the opening. I decided to do the opening because I thought it would be great for you guys for me to tell you guys why I brought everybody here and why we're doing this. I see a lot of old faces from CloudTask who are now actually sales agency owners. For many of you guys that don't know, I moved to Medellin 6 years ago to start CloudTask as a sales as a service agency. I had no assistance, no help, besides awesome people. And over the past 6 years, we grew really fast. 2021, we decided to change our business to a marketplace, primarily because I saw the way that buyers and sellers really wanted to help each other, but there was just so much friction in the process, and I thought that things could have been done a lot better. Super happy that we made the change. Fast forward another year later, and after putting probably 50 sales agency owners and WhatsApp chats together and introducing people, really excited to bring the community here together for the first ever Sales Agency Growth Summit. One of the big things that I wanted to do is create an environment where people could help each other. A lot of people here have spent their whole career helping other people grow their companies. John Barrow's been training LinkedIn, Salesforce, huge companies. Steve Schmidt, same thing. But who's been helping the agency owners, the trainers, and the coaches? So today, really wanted to bring everybody together to talk about the future of the industry, the impact of the economy, what changes are happening, how people will be hiring and growing their agencies, and just bringing together the community so we could help each other and also help the companies that end up hiring us. So thank you guys for coming, and I hope you guys enjoy the event and the speakers. And I'm going to pass the mic over to Mr. John Barrows, who's going to talk about SDR efficiency. What better guy to have?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in today. Anybody has actually gone through my training or knows anything about my training so far? I just want to see if you did a temperature check. All right, cool. So for those who don't know me, what do you need here? Oh, another mic. All right, cool. Me being in this box with a microphone is actually weird for me. I usually sit on the chair and I walk around, so this is going to be a little awkward. I'm going to apologize up front. But look, so I grew up in Boston, went to school down in Maryland, drank my way through 4 years of college there. Just out of curiosity here, anybody got their degree in sales by any chance?
I think I do.
Yeah, you think you do, right? It still drives me crazy that this is the #1 profession on the planet, and yet none of us are actually formally taught how to do it, right? Like, I got my degree in marketing because I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I got out of school and I realized, ooh, I don't want to do this. And I can't make enough money doing this to get paid and pay my bills back. So most people just kind of fall into sales, right? And we don't get that education, which kills me because this is the #1 profession on the planet. Like I said, nobody gets taught how to do it formally. We learn through osmosis. We learn by just doing shit. And the cool part about it is that we get through it through persistence and all that other stuff. But we develop a lot of bad habits along the way. And that's what got me is like, as soon as I developed so many bad habits along the way. And then when I started taking trainings, I started realizing, okay, this shit works and this shit doesn't work. And so I grew up, so I started with DeWalt power tools, driving around, giving away construction tools to people. It was fun. And I sold copiers. Anybody here sell copiers by any chance?
I did.
How long did you last?
3 months.
3 months, all right. Anybody else? All right, copier sales, you're either in and out of copiers, so like, congrats for getting out, right? Because you're either in and out in less than 2 years or you're in it for the rest of your life. Because talk about selling a commodity. It's like, oh, 45 pages a minute over 42 pages a minute, but ooh, it scans to email, right? Shit. So anyways, I did that for a year and a half, and then I started a company. It was an agency, basically. It was Thrive Networks. We did outsourced IT support for small, mid-sized companies as opposed to outsourced sales support for them. And I grew that up, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I took every training, Sandler, Miller, Hyman, Taz, Spin, all of it. And I came across this one crew called Basho, and I loved it because it was super tactical. So I used it. We helped grow Thrive up. We sold it off to Staples. We were the fastest growing company in Massachusetts for about 3 years in a row. And then